Can Sha Carri Richardson bounce back at Tokyo World Championship? 4x100m podium dreams at stake. Every generation of track and field gifts us an athlete whose presence transcends the sport, igniting debate, passion, and endless anticipation. For the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, that athlete is none other than Sha Carri Richardson. The flame-haired sprint queen from the United States is once again standing at the crossroads of triumph and turbulence. After moments of dazzling dominance and stretches of doubt, the question on everyone's mind is this: can Sha Carri Richardson bounce back and guide Team USA's 4x100m relay dreams to the podium in Tokyo? The answer, as always with Sha Carri, is layered, rooted in talent, controversy, redemption arcs, and a spirit that refuses to fade. The meteoric rise. Born in Dallas, Texas, Sha Carri Richardson was never destined for anonymity. Her sprinting prowess blossomed early, electrifying crowds with her effortless speed. By the time she was competing in college at LSU, she had already broken junior records and put the world on notice. But what made Richardson different was more than raw pace. It was her swagger, the unapologetic way she carried herself on and off the track. Whether it was her flamboyant hair colors, her fiery interviews, or her refusal to conform to the quiet humility often expected in athletics, Sha Carri wasn't just a sprinter. She was a cultural force. When she exploded onto the pro scene with a blazing 10.72 in 2021, the sprinting world knew it had a new heroine. But with meteors, the trajectory is never straight. The setbacks that shaped her. Sha Carri's story is incomplete without its setbacks, moments that threatened to overshadow her brilliance. The most infamous came in 2021, when a suspension for marijuana use forced her out of the Tokyo Olympics. The heartbreak was colossal, not only for Richardson but for the millions who had pinned their hopes on her. Critics questioned her discipline. Supporters defended her humanity. Sha Carri, for her part, embraced the storm, acknowledging her missteps but never abandoning her defiance. Over the following seasons, inconsistency plagued her. One race she'd flash championship form. The next she'd stumble in early rounds. Every stumble became headline material. Yet through all of it, Sha Carri never retreated into obscurity. And that resilience, that refusal to be silenced, is precisely what makes her dangerous in Tokyo. The Tokyo stage. The World Championships in Tokyo are not just another meet. They represent a symbolic return to the city that once held the stage she was denied. For Sha Carri, Tokyo 2025 is a second chance. Not merely at medals but at rewriting her narrative. The 4x100m relay is where the stakes feel highest. The relay, unlike individual sprints, demands unity, trust, and precision. It is not enough to be fast. Baton exchanges must be flawless, chemistry must be natural, and mental focus must be absolute. For Team USA, relay heartbreak is a recurring theme. Botched handoffs, disqualifications, and last-minute mishaps have haunted them for decades. And so, when Sha Carri Richardson lines up for the U.S. squad in Tokyo, she will not only be racing for herself, she will be racing to end a curse, to give America the podium moment it desperately craves. The podium dream. To envision Sha Carri leading the U.S. to a podium finish is to imagine fire harnessed to precision. Her opening burst, her top-end speed, and her infectious energy can lift a team. But competition is brutal. Jamaica, led by titans like Sharika Jackson and Elaine Thompson-Herah, remains the gold standard. Great Britain, Switzerland, and Germany have honed technical perfection in baton exchanges, often outpacing raw American talent with sheer discipline. The podium is not guaranteed. It will require Sha Carri to deliver her best performance not just in speed, but in trust. Her ability to synchronize with Melissa Jefferson, Aaliyah Hobbs, and Gabby Thomas may well determine if the U.S. climbs the steps or stumbles again. The psychological battle. Every sprinter knows that track meets are won in the mind before they are won on the track. For Sha Carri, this is doubly true. She is a lightning rod for media scrutiny. Every false start, every defeat, every clipped word in an interview spirals into viral headlines. And yet, Sha Carri thrives in chaos. She feeds on doubt. When critics dismiss her, she sharpens her claws. This Tokyo campaign, therefore, is not just about physical preparation but about embracing the mental warfare she has mastered. Imagine the narrative, The woman who was barred from Tokyo 2021 returns to Tokyo 2025 not as a footnote but as a heroine, reclaiming her spotlight with baton in hand. Training, transformation, and team chemistry. In the build-up to Tokyo, Sha Carri has undergone a transformation. Her training has been relentless, fine-tuned to maximize not just raw speed but endurance and baton precision. Working alongside America's brightest sprinters has reshaped her mentality from solo star to team player. Her chemistry with Melissa Jefferson and Gabby Thomas, in particular, is crucial. Jefferson brings explosive starts, while Thomas delivers one of the strongest curved legs in the world. Sha Carri's role, whether on the backstretch or as anchor, will demand a synergy that transcends ego. If the exchanges are clean, if the baton sails smoothly into her hand on the final leg, the crowd may witness a sight they've long awaited: Sha Carri Richardson storming down the straightaway, chasing glory for Team USA. Rivals and roadblocks. But the journey to the podium is paved with rivals. Jamaica, Shericka Jackson's consistency, coupled with Elaine Thompson-Herrer's championship pedigree, makes Jamaica perennial favorites. Their chemistry, honed over years, is a formidable barrier. Great Britain, technical masters of the baton exchange, their precision often humiliates faster teams. Switzerland and Germany, rising European powerhouses with impeccable discipline and fearless young runners. For Team USA to win, Sha Carri must not only outrun her personal ghosts but also conquer these well-oiled machines. The redemption narrative. Sports are not merely about times and medals, they are about stories. And Sha Carri Richardson's story is a screenplay waiting to be written. Tokyo 2021 was the missed act. Tokyo 2025 is the sequel that could flip tragedy into triumph. Imagine the image: Sha Carri clutching the baton, arms raised in victory, teammates embracing her. A moment of redemption not just for one athlete but for an entire team and a nation that has oscillated between adoration and frustration. It would be the kind of story that transcends athletics, cementing her legacy not as the sprinter who stumbled, but as the champion who rose. What's truly at stake? At its core, the Tokyo World Championships represent more than medals. For Sha Carri, what's at stake is her legacy. Can she etch her name alongside Florence Griffith Joyner and Gail Devers as an all-time American sprint queen? Her influence. Will she continue to inspire young athletes to embrace authenticity in a sport that often demands conformity? Her redemption. Can she finally silence the critics who doubted she could rise from her early career controversies? The answers hinge on what happens over a span of less than 42 seconds in the Tokyo 4x100m final. The final stretch. So, can Sha Carri Richardson bounce back at Tokyo? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.